Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 6. Last episode, we set up... Oh, a little bit of lag. We set up this monstrosity. This part was... I don't think we... Did we set this up? Yeah, I think we set up this. This is just an osmium compressor. So that guy's cool. He's hooked up to the network. But over here, this is where it's really cool. It's a long chain, but essentially, ores go into this chest. My computer, by the way, today is having a lot of... hardware issues or performance issues. It's struggling a bit, but hopefully the game appears to be running fine. We should be okay. But yeah, this guy, you put ores in there, and it makes 5 times the output. So it goes through all this system. It's a big chain of stuff, but it works, right? It's a little bit slow in some places, like our brine production is not good enough. We don't have enough brine to keep that guy running, as well as we don't have enough sulfur being processed. This guy's pretty slow. Liquid meat. 62,000 millibuckets we have, which is pretty good. And essentially, what I want to do is fill up this meat feeder with it. And you can do that by right-clicking it. And you can also right-click the stuff back in there. But word on the street is that we can somehow use an infinity backpack to help with this. Now, the backpack itself seems to hold 1 million millibuckets of biofuel. So I think that's 1,000 buckets. It seems to hold 4... Well, actually, no. It actually says that 4 million RF will take it to the next tier. That makes a lot of sense, because if we search Infinity Backpack, as you can see, this is the first tier, which holds 2,000 items. And it keeps going up, which I assume happens when you fill it with power. And eventually you can get to having, what's this? Just over 2 billion items, which sounds ridiculous. So I think I'm going to try and make this stuff. And the cool thing about our system that we have set up is I believe it can all be automated. So all we have to do is put in some blueprints into this crafter. And yeah, once again, every time I open an inventory, we seem to be lagging. So normally this doesn't happen. So if this is your first video, I do apologize for the pain in regards to that. But opening my interface, my crafting grid seems to be fine. So I guess that's okay. However, we do need to open this guy, so lots of pain as we bear with it here, but we'll see what happens. Oh my god, it's really lagging. I'm not sure why today it's decided to do this, but once again, I apologize. So Infinity Backpack, this is what we're after. We have golden gears and diamond gears auto-crafted, so all we're missing are common black hole units that hold 2,000 items, and common black hole tanks that hold 16,000 millibuckets. The rest should be automatable. So common black hole unit, let's click on this. And we don't have this stuff automated. The iron gear I would actually like to automate. I feel like that's probably a good addition, so we'll grab that. Go back down to this recipe. Maybe I should bookmark these too, to make it a little bit easier on myself. Yeah, not sure what's going on. And I kind of want to talk over the points where it's lagging, because I don't want to have to cut out a million different tiny little spaces where I'm not talking, but at the same time, I don't want to leave them in. So what's that? Common black hole unit. So now the black hole tank should be even easier. Boom. What's this? It's using an iron gear from titanium. Is that iron gear from titanium easier to make? Is it even going to show up? Huh. It only shows up in this grid. It doesn't show up in JEI. That's a bit weird. But should be fine nonetheless. Wait, there's one more recipe we need. Which is the actual tank itself, right? The actual backpack. So, grab that. Most of these we can place into this crafter. So, the black hole unit, the black hole tank, and the gear can go into this crafting unit. But the actual backpack itself, we'll have to place in the one over here. Da-da-da-da-da. Boom. And let's see if we can make it. So, infinity. Craft one infinity backpack. It says we can. It says we can start, and as you can see, it's going to use the pink slime. It's going to use whatever logs we have, I guess. Let's start. So the crafting of the actual items should be relatively quickly, because we have quick crafters. And look at that. That is pretty quick that everything showed up in here. And the order of where it's placed doesn't matter. Like, as you saw in the preview, the diamond gear was meant to be in the top middle. But it's not there, and it's still processing. You just have to have all the right ingredients. And it only put the amount of pink slime that it needs. So the rest of the pink slime remains in here, which is extremely cool. So we'll let that process. While that's happening, I'm actually going to make some blueprints for the upgrades that we need for that pulverizer. We recently did a similar thing on all the mods to the sky. So I won't, I guess, go over it too much, but at thermal, there's a few things we need from this thermal mod, right? And the reason I'm using a pulverizer here instead of a mechanism machine is because that sulfur dust recipe doesn't actually exist in other mods. And yet we need it for a mechanism machine. It's a bit weird. So we need possibly these linkage amplifiers, but more importantly, we need integral components, hardened integral components, should I say. Then I think it's a reinforced integral component, and then it's an Enderium one. And of course, me trying to interact with these bookmarks, which is probably going to happen again here. Nope. Okay, it seems I'm well. But we're just going to be making this stuff. So the hardened piece uses golden gear. Easy. Boom, boom, boom. The reinforced bit uses some signalum gears. We have none of this automated, of course, which could be another issue, but I think we can set it up quite easily. I'm not going to dwell on it too long. Hardened glass. I'm probably going to set up an induction smelter, which we might have one sitting out there somewhere, maybe on the roof. Yeah, JI I think is the problem, or like just the inventories in general. Alright, so hardened glass is just sand, obsidian, and quartz dust, so it's pretty simple. Oh, apparently just quartz as well. It doesn't have to be the dust. So I'm going to grab all of these recipes that we need, like even the electrum and stuff. So I'll grab all these recipes and I'll meet you on the rooftop with the induction smelter. Or wherever the induction smelter is. You know what? You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to replace these recipes because I found a lot of them only use dust. You can't use like the ingots. We're actually going to try and craft them with these fire charges. I've never done this before, but it's just coal, gunpowder, and blaze powder, which I think we have a lot of. Maybe we don't. Maybe this is a bad idea, but at the same time, I mean, we only have 20. You know what? It just gives us a reason to set up blaze farms in the future as well. Same with gunpowder. I don't really know. 130. You know what? We'll cross the bridge when we get there. So a lot of these things, like these recipes that use the dust, I'm just going to change them so that they just use the fire charge. That way, instead of having to sit in a smelter or in a induction smelter or something like that, they'll just craft them, which sounds a lot faster to me. So a lot of these I'll just quickly go and change. Alright, so a lot of these recipes, in particular the ingots, we should be able to now just craft in the crafter. So they can go in here. Same with the gears, same with these patterns here. They should all work. Same with the hardened glass. I actually turned this into a normal recipe too. And the gunpowder. So they should be fine. The only problem now is the actual dust themselves. So what we're going to have to do is set up a number of things. One is a way to get the dust. I was thinking a pulverizer, but it might actually be faster if it allows us to get it. Like, let's say, I know we need silver dust. What machine can we use? We can use a crusher to turn the ingots into the dust. Perfect. And I believe, see this guy? An ultimate crushing factory. We're going to actually borrow this guy, if it lets me, and set him up with a bunch of patterns for these dusts. So I'm going to go through now all these recipes that require the dust. So for example, iron and nickel, and set up each and every one of these patterns. So I'll meet you back with those done. Okay, but then we run into the diamond dust, which actually needs to be pulverized. So I guess we're going to have to set up a pulverizer, at least for this. But at least that won't be much of an issue. So pulverizer. Okay, that's an annoying recipe. I'll just craft one. You know what? I changed my mind and I actually just got all the patterns for a pulverizer so that we can craft these now and in the future automatically. So that sounds pretty good to me. Let's see if it works. We're struggling a bit. Pulverizer. Let's see. Craft one. Start. It says it's going to work. It might have to smelt a few things. I'm not too sure on that one, but we should have a pulverizer very soon. Yep. Easy. Nice. No cuts needed. Then all we need are a few crafters. Which one gets faster? I think the gold crafter gets faster. How easy would it be to craft a few of these? Oh, they need blocks of... You know what? It's fine. I'm going to ask for 2 of those. We'll see how long that takes. And in the meantime, I'll try and find a spot to put these things. Alright, the crafters are done. And I've gone ahead and rearranged this area just so that the cable can come through here. And I think I'll try and set these up in this area. It might be a bit messy, but I think it's cleaner than just having it on the roof. Because we can always just build like a box around this, right? And then it just looks like a nice little box out here. So, gold crafters. Did I grab them both? Or do they not stack? Crafter. Boom. They don't stack. Okay, that makes sense at least. So how do I want to do this? The crushing factory should be relatively easy. It should be just a matter of... Is this a transporter? It is. I guess I'll do it... Here. Well, actually, I think I can get away with putting it back one. Like that. And then we can just disconnect this. There we go. So this should be fine. It's hooked up. Inside this guy is going to be all the dust. So I'm going to place all of these in here. I'm going to place a crushing factory like so. Open him up. Run the items config. The right side will be input. And then I'm going to say the back will be output. Right? And then this guy, we will just change into an importer. Boom, boom, boom. Luckily we have one. Place an importer there. So that will import things back into the network. Did this place on the side? No. Okay. And that should be good. We can put auto sort on because it's just going to be crushing things. So I don't think that's an issue. And auto ejects on. I think that's pretty much this guy's setup. This guy should be good. Yeah. Wait, is that everything? That seems a bit weird for it to be everything, but it might be. Let's have a look. Let's search at thermal. And let's say I want one of these guys. Resonant integral components. It says I can start it. I'm going to start it. So we should see a bunch of oh my god. We definitely did see a bunch of things show up in here. Does this guy have the... Yeah, he has the speed upgrades. Okay. Ooh, he doesn't have power connected. Now he does. He has more than enough power. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So the only thing I can think of at the moment is just maybe speed upgrades on this back guy, on this importer. But even then, I mean, it sort of almost feels like overkill because, I mean, it's not that slow. I guess, you know what? It is pretty slow. Now, the problem with speed upgrades is they need sugar, and I still, to this day, have not set up any sort of sugarcane farm. Oh, apparently beetroot works. Ooh, maybe we set up a beetroot farm. That is tempting. Beetroot farm would probably be a little bit easier than a sugarcane farm. Yeah, okay. Ooh, wait, honey? A honey bottle and a squeezer? Ooh, okay. That's a game changer. Because I think that's probably some... Wait, what? That is so good. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. We need to make a new pattern. I don't know why I didn't use the teleport. Because this guy still works. I'll try and keep that in mind. So, honey bottle, which we have... can get crafted directly into sugar. Yeah, I would like that, please. So that can go in there. Now, at the moment, our honey production isn't working because the centrifuge recipes on servers doesn't work. It works in single player, so that it should be fine for you, but on servers, they seem to be broken for this version that I'm playing on. I think 1.5.10b for the mod pack. But I should now be able to ask for some speed upgrades, and I would like 4 of you, please. What are we missing? Quartz, really? Okay, well, you know what? It was fun while it lasted. This guy should be empty anyway. Quartz. Do we really not have quartz? We have 2,000 nether quartz ore. What? Okay. Hold the phone. Hold up. Did I pick this stuff up? I did. No, wait. We have an enriching factory. Okay. When you enrich quartz, do I get extra quartz from you? Because I might just chuck 5 stacks in here and that'll... Yeah, I think that's probably the play. 5. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. And I think... Yeah, okay. Our quartz issue is solved. Okay. For now. I mean, temporarily. But that's all we do here anyway. Temporary fixes. 4 speed upgrades, please. Should be quick. 2 done. I'll take them. Just waiting on 2 more. You know what? We can fly to where we're going to go. These guys are obviously going in this guy back here just to speed things up. And they go in this slot on the side. So that'll speed up how quickly it takes out items from, obviously, this spot. Boom. Okay, so that should be perfect. We should be able to check it out with the linkage. At thermal. Did we even add the recipe for it? No. We didn't add the recipe for the flux linkage amplifier. So I'm going to grab that. What this guy does is he speeds up... He uses... Ooh, electrum and... Oh, okay. We need more recipes. He speeds up the machine by 100%, so twice as fast, but it uses extra energy. So it's not fuel efficient, right? Electrum. Did we add an electrum recipe? I think we did, yeah. So electrum should be easy. So these plates is just using the hammer, which I think we have in our system. So that should be fine, in theory. Lead gears as well should be pretty simple. And all of this stuff I should be able to just chuck in here. Boom, boom, boom. And let's give it a shot, if it lets me. At thermal. I think I want 3 of you. Missing engineer's hammer. Okay. How do I want to fix that issue of the plate? How else can I make an electrum plate? Because I think the problem is it tries to use the engineer's hammer that's full. And we might have an engineer's hammer, yeah. But it's trying to use a full one. Actually, on top of that, I think the problem is that... I think it's trying to use multiple engineer's hammer instead of the one. Right? Because you keep it at the end of the recipe. How can we fix this? Let's have a look. Electrum plate. We could use a metal press, which would take a little bit of setting up. Otherwise, there doesn't really appear to be a way. Unless we use a multi-servo press, which I think we actually have. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to do that recipe then. Alright. Lucky I have this extra crafter that I kept on me. Multi-servo press, you're coming with me. Pick up all this junk. Okay, this should be quick and easy. We can also put other gear recipes in here too, but I feel like we probably don't really need it. Maybe we do something like this and set up the... What is it? The multi-servo press. Do that. And we're going to need an importer. Importer. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, we don't have one crafted. That's fine. And the recipe will go in here, obviously. Wait. Yep. That'll go in there. Importer will go into my inventory. And it will be placed down right here. And this should work now. Assuming he has power. Yep. Everything seems good. I should be able to now... ask for my linkage. Ask for 3 of these guys. Yep, it's saying that I can. We should see stuff show up in here eventually. You see this guy's doing... Oh, that was quick. That was extremely quick. And now we should see 4 ingots showing up in here. Oh, wait, configure it to input from the right side and output out the back. These are important, quite clearly. So that should be working now. And you know what? This guy's pretty slow too. And we can actually speed that up as well with these things that we are automating at the moment. So I'll craft another one of these guys. If we had sand, but we don't have sand. Huh. But we have glass, don't we? Oh. You know what? I think it's actually an easy fix. I think we're doing a lot of small things today, but I think it's pretty good. Last episode we set up a big system, and I think now this is like a good middle episode, right? So not the crafting grid, the pattern grid. Sand. I think we can make sand in a crusher, and yeah, using gravel. And we just set up a big crushing system over here. So I should be able to put in that gravel recipe there, then search for my resonant, and we shouldn't have a problem. So I should be able to craft that now. And while we're at it, let's get more of these. 3 more. Please? Thank you. Alright, so resonant. Has it even crafted any? Because I ordered one before, didn't I? Okay. Well, one's here. We do have a crafting monitor on us, so I can actually check to see what's happened. So this guy appears to not have even been finished, the infinity thing. Hold on. To be honest, I completely forgot we were even crafting this thing. Okay. Interesting. Huh. What went wrong? I don't think anything went wrong. Let's go back home. Huh. Infinity backpack. Let's have a look. Let's search infinity. Okay, no, it is crafted. But I guess it's not the same one as this. It's a very different... Okay, wait, hold on. I might be able to fix this. Just so that the pattern is proper. And I think I fix it by placing the pattern in here and replacing this guy with the actual infinity backpack. So this guy here. So click that. Does that change anything? Maybe, but we can check by placing this guy back over here. Oh, apparently we can reach it from the top. Do that. Put this in here. Oh, search infinity. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Now, the problem with this guy is he's charging in my inventory because we have this wireless charger set up. So, I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I guess it's only a problem if we start running out of power, but I think that'll just highlight a bigger issue. And what else was I doing? I was looking at this guy because this never got made. Did it? Wait, nope, this never got made. Ooh, wait a second. We were meant to have something. The diamond dust. This was meant to go on a pulverizer. Yep, I remember now. Okay, so crafter. I think for this guy, we can just use a normal crafter. It should be quicker to make as well. I completely forgot about that pulverizer. So this guy will get set up like here. Pulverizer will go there. He will input from the right, output from the back. We will need another importer. This time, I'm probably going to put the importer into auto crafting. So set him up in one of these interfaces we have back here. Like in there. Because I don't know why I haven't done that yet. In fact, I don't know where I'm going. Alright, I grabbed an exporter as well. So I'm going to place these here, which should mean that we always keep them in our system. And it should be beautiful. It should be perfect. Everything should be wonderful. So, importer will go here, like that. And this guy should be pretty good now. Place in the diamond dust there. And now, if I go on the crafting monitor, I can cancel this. And I can search resonant. How did it craft this one then? Right? Like, if the problem is that it couldn't get the diamond dust, how did it get the diamond dust? That's what, I don't understand. Anyway, this should now put it in here, right? Yeah. And we just need to hook up power. Beautiful. Nice. Now, an alternative could be to put the these cables on top and have the energy cables at the back. But yeah, maybe in the future. This guy might be worth speeding up. So we're going to put this guy in here, which means that he uses more power, but he's 4 times as fast. Then we can place these guys in, which means even more power is used at an efficiency of 83%, but he's a lot faster. So let's check a few things. We have more linkage. We should have another resonant. I want to put these guys into the multi-servo press. So one of these here, these 4 here, this guy here. They also go faster the more charged they are, I believe. So now, if I ask for one of these, it should be really quick. If I search for linkage and I ask for 3 more of these, they should be really quick too. Sorry about those notifications if you can hear them. So this is obviously really fast. The pulverizer, we couldn't even catch it in action. Okay, the multi-servo press, we managed to catch him in action. Nice, he's still charging. Beautiful. Yeah, everything is pretty fast now. So, I should now have 3 of the linkages. And if I search resonant, I have the resonant. And then what this means, right, here's where it gets exciting. We can put them in the pulverizer over here. And we should have a lot more sulfur coming in here, which you can already see. And this will just get faster and faster the more charge we have in here. So it should get even better. Now, as for this backpack, which was what we started off this episode with, this is all just a little added bonus. How does it work? Okay, so we can open it. Magnet disabled. Item and XP auto pickup enabled. Charging enabled. Then you can have fluids in here. Okay. Not hovering with a tank. Infinity backpack. Now, there's a lot about this that I don't really know, so I'm probably just going to be like clicking around a bit. Okay, so have a look at this. Void enabled. So if I control left click, it's now disabled. I don't think I want any of these to void, so I'm going to click them all. It seems a bit weird that they would be turned on by default. I'm not too sure why that is, but I'll turn them off and hope that that's what that means. In fact, I'll leave one on in the corner, right? Just to test this, and how does it work? If I put netherwort there, what happens? If I put netherwort here? What is the difference? You know what? Before I look it up online, I always like to check out the books that they have, and they actually do have a book. I prefer doing this because I feel like you probably shouldn't have to rely on the internet for some of these things. So I like to see if it's how hard it is to discover these things. So we're probably looking at... Well, I don't actually know. Where would we look? Transport? No. Oh, yeah, Infinity Backpack. It was in Tools. So Infinity Backpack, and here we go. I'm going to read through this, and I'll let you know what I figure out. Ooh, check out this. So each slot can be configured to void excess or to refill stacks that aren't full in your inventory. So I think how that would work is, let's say we had a bunch of food, right? We'd keep the food in our inventory, and then in the backpack, we would keep a bunch of more food and have it to be refill, right? So let's see how this works with netherwarts, because we have these. So the netherwarts are here. I want to have this be control right click to refill. And then, how does this work? There's not a stack in my inventory. Is it going to refill it? I don't particularly know, to be honest. Oh yeah, I couldn't figure that out. That didn't really work. Okay, back to the book didn't really seem to say. It says here, it can hold biofuel to allow automatic operations to function. Essence from the picked up experience when auto pickup is enabled, and liquid meat to feed you automatically. But how do I get the liquid meat in there? That's my problem. Huh. I can't figure it out, honestly. This baffles me a bit. You guys, honestly, yeah, you guys are just going to have to help me out with that in the comments, because I'm not too familiar with it. It's my first time ever even seeing it. But yeah, I think this was pretty cool, though. I like this little industrial line we have down here. The fact that they're super fast is also pretty cool. This guy, obviously, ridiculously fast, but he does have a lot of things to do. I'm not sure if there's much else in terms of, like, we've done a lot of auto crafting, like a lot of auto processing. So what I'm sort of waiting on myself is the next update for this pack, so that we can utilize the bees, in particular, so I can get netherite at crazy amounts, because there's a lot of crafting things that I'm wanting to use netherite for, but we don't have the netherite, and I don't really want to go into the nether and set up like a quarry or something, because I mean, that was the whole point of getting the bees, right? Well, so that I wouldn't have to worry about this. What I could do, I guess, is set up this. Try and set up some netherite seeds. That could be fun for an episode. Set up some auto crafting, some farming. Actually, yeah, you know what? I think we do need to check out farming. Well, I guess no, because we have the honey for the sugar. I was thinking about we needed sugar cane, but we don't need that anymore. Okay, I'll tell you what then. What about botany pots? Now, in all the mods to the sky one, we've been slowly working on making these terra steel nuggets, but I swear there was previously a recipe here that showed that you could make them with circuit boards. Did they remove that recipe? Was that recipe too easy to get? Interesting. Okay. I mean, it would be easier to get terra steel here because on all the mods to the sky, the only issue we're having with getting terra steel is just we're waiting on coal, but yeah, I don't think we'd be waiting for coal on this server. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. You guys are definitely gonna have to let me know with that infinity thing. And if you're on the server, I would also like having a few more little signs here to tell me what to do. I feel like I've upgraded the root factory. We did that when I saw this guy. We've set up the ore processing. I left this here just because I wanted to sort of get the sulfur running a bit better. It's still not perfect. Like, as you see, we don't have enough, right? So we probably... Do you reckon I should? You know what? We have all that stuff autocraft. Well, let's just do it. Let's get another pulverizer. Let's get another exporter. I think we actually had one on us. Let's get the resonant thing. One of these, please. And let's get the 3 linkage things. Yeah, let's just set up another one. I mean... You know, we set up these things to be auto-crafted. We might as well put it to use. So, pulverizer. Resonant. Oh, look, that is insane how fast that crafts. Oh my god. And they're all done. They're done before you can even cycle back through. So, all we're going to do... you know what? I think we'll set it up... I don't know how we'll set it up. I'm thinking I just do it here. Right? Set this guy to be output, and then I can just configure this guy, right? That should work. This guy I'll set the left to be input. As for the energy cables, we are going to need an extra energy cable. That's the cables done. Beautiful. So place that there. This guy should be hooked up. Exporter there. Grab a little bit of sulfur. Boom. Sulfur. Boom. Boom. And that should be good. All we have to do is place in this and these. And I think we've got a better import than we do export. So we don't need to put upgrades in, which I think we put an upgrade in here. No, we didn't. Interesting. So he stays full. Awesome. Okay. So is this enough? Let's see. I mean, it's still not, right? We definitely need more. And once again, the problem is the sulfur dust doesn't really exist in other mods. Sulfur. Boom. Sulfur dust. We could use earth charges. That would be super fast. Pulverizer, fractioning still with oil. Pulverizer. Earth charge. The problem is we need basalt's powder, which you get from basalt's shards, which, as far as I'm aware, I guess you get from killing basalts. So we might have to set up mob farms. I think that might be fun as well. Yeah, it doesn't really tell me, but I assume, yeah, there's basalt's spawn eggs and stuff. So another thing, let me know where I can find these, and maybe we'll set that up next episode too. But I'm pretty happy. I think that's pretty good. The only other thing would be the brine. Need a bit more brine just so that we can keep this guy up and running. Because this guy doesn't have enough. Yeah. And that's just a matter of placing things higher. In fact, you know, I might try with the copy-paste gadget again. We tried this in the last episode too, I think. Evaporation. Boom. Grab these. Craft, like, 3 stacks. So I'm going to try and do this. If this crashes, I'll do an outro. But yeah, I'll be back when all this is crafted. Just while this is crafting, look at how beautiful this is. We're crafting in like we're crafting in the thousands, it seems. All of these have to get crafted. So, you know what I actually want to check? What is the slow part here? Is it, are we crafting anything over here? No. Okay, so I think it's still being done back here. With this guy, which actually, yeah, this guy constantly runs into issues, so we do have to speed this guy up. In fact, we kind of need better pipes, don't we? It looks like that's the limiting factor. That is very much the limiting factor. Okay. Let's, experiment a bit. I'm going to replace these pipes with, normal pipes instead of mechanism. Get our pipe wrench. Do that and do that. Let's see if that helps anything. Also, I'll put these back in there. It looks like it's doing alright. It's still not the fastest. Let's see, pipes upgrades. Ooh, we do have 2 of these. Now, these aren't the best, but in order to upgrade to the next tier, we need netherite. We clearly don't have that. So at the moment, in the top left, you can see transferring 4 items every 20 ticks. If we put in one of these, it transfers 32 items every 5 ticks. Ridiculously faster. So we can put this guy back here, and we should see everything flying in ridiculously fast, to the point where it's almost laggy. That's how fast it's doing it. Is the chest empty? No. But the second they show up, they're gone. That is beautiful. We have max speed upgrades, I believe. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's any way we can make them faster. I just heard an explosion in the game. I don't think I have anything that explodes. Or can explode. So I'm a little bit scared as to what that noise was. What's over here? Some sort of scary wolf man. Is our dragon okay? Our dragon's okay. Is our dragon hungry or something? Maybe like exploding things? I do not know what that noise could have even been. A little bit hungry, but doing fine. What was that noise? I swear I heard an explosion. There's zombies. More scary wolfmen. I don't think a creeper would explode. We don't have any creeper bees that are set up. That stuff over there, that's just from the campfires. They look a lot scarier than they are. It's just, you know, the stuff under there. The bees, we don't have any exploding bees. The beeper, I think that goes in storage. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Oh, they are so creepy. I just wanted to check the trees to make sure we didn't have any tree people problem. If you've stuck around the series for a while, you know that there was a time where we had tree people, and they were horrible. I think we're fine though. If I remember, I'll try and amp up that sound in recording so that you guys can hear it. But I swear I heard like an explosion. You know what? Let me double check our reactor. This reactor looks fine. But I mean, the reactor's in a compact machine. I don't think it would explode. I hope not. I think it's in this guy. Reactor. Yeah, it looks fine. Looks a little bit different than it normally does, but I mean, it looks fine nonetheless. We can turn this on, actually. Let's turn it on, see how it works. 20,000? 30,000 RF per tick? That is beautiful. I'm gonna actually turn it back off though. Interesting. So that instantly made 2.5 million RF. The confusing part to me is this guy doesn't. I guess we don't need that much power anywhere. We don't have anywhere to store it all. I wonder. Oh no, I was wondering if maybe I could put my backpack somewhere to charge it up. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what that explosion was. I'm still scared, but I mean, until I see something blown up, I guess we're okay. Okay. Wait, hold the phone. Nope, cancel. I am so dumb. How did I even manage to do that? I was crafting the controllers. How did I even manage to do that? How? Someone tell me how. I. It's a completely different block. I mean, they look a bit similar, but surely I would have realized. I even looked at the thing crafting. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're waiting for this to happen again then, it seems. Of course. Also, I think I see the problem now. It's trying to craft steel, right? So it's put coal here, but the problem is there's redstone in here, and redstone can infuse into iron to make these alloys. So that's the problem. We are going to need another enriching factory. Do we have an enriching factory auto-craftable? We do. Let's cancel this. So this stuff will still probably process. I mean, I guess it's fine. You know, whatever. But let's also order one of these to be crafted. And we'll have to set it up for separate. We'll have to set one up for all the redstone stuff and one for coal. I think this guy, the best guy, will be set up for coal, and then the other stuff we'll do in a separate one, maybe. I think that's the best option. All right, well, we'll sort all this stuff out later. There's no point just waiting. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. Helps out my channel quite a lot. And I think that's about it. Well, once again, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see, what you want me to check out. Let me break this sign. Frequency modifiers for the void miner. Don't know what they do, but maybe we'll try and check them out. I don't know if there's a book for them. Frequency modifier. The problem is I don't know what they do. Beam frequency. I assume they changed what type of ore you get. Maybe, or maybe you get ores more often. Not too sure. We'll look into it. Try and find a sheep or chicken. They don't exist, as far as I can tell. Every other mob apparently does, but for some reason, passive mobs, still not sure. Yeah, I don't know if it has to do with pre-generating the world. I was trying to read up why that was happening. I couldn't figure it out. Mystical agriculture, we could check that out, especially since the bees aren't working. It might be a good way to get netherite. Maybe. We'll have to see what happens there. And was there anything else? I think this stuff was the stuff I set up, right? The digital miner didn't really... I sort of understood how it worked, but I couldn't comprehend why it was good, right? Like, from my understanding, it was just a short-range miner that you could pick the specific ores. I couldn't figure out how to make it be a bigger range than what it showed. Induction battery, that could be fun still. Wireless refined storage network and spread base out. We're sort of doing that. It's sort of working. It's a lot cleaner than just everything in the backyard. So that's nice. Mob grinder. Well, I guess we have that over there, which our render distance is low because of performance, but that's there. It exists, so I reckon we could probably... You know what? We need to find basols, and then we need to put them in this mob farm, because we actually have 2 more controllers. Don't we? Primary base. 1 mob controller here, and I think we can set up multiple. Let me check something. Let me check. Because at the moment, we're only doing skeletons. If this guy wants to load. We're only doing skeletons. I think I can set up another one on each and every one of these podiums. So we can have 3 more mobs that are getting grinded. So that could definitely help out with some things. And then what? Some sort of teleporter setup. Well, we sort of have that. If it's rendered in, so we'll up our render distance for this to show it off. I can actually teleport to and fro with just my sword, which is pretty cool. Especially since our sword has ridiculous durability, so even if it was using durability to do this, I wouldn't know. Let's turn it down just so that no editing corruptions or anything. And a Britannia mana pool transmutation thingy. That would be for the botany pots. The hopping botany pots. Maybe. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is extra mobs like the basols. That'll help with some of the sulfur, I think. We had to set up as well blaze powder for the fire charges, and we need to set up gunpowder. So that should be fine. We should be able to do that. And yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.